Oh.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now. This is Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun!
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Now let's go!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Boom, landed.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Got his man complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Boom, landed. Boom.
on second down. Here's Rosen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Rosen to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Again, Jackson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch it now, Barney.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Oh, some strong running. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Detroit! Now let's go!
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go now.
Here's Rosen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Rosen to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now let's go.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen to throw again. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Welcome back now to Denver. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Jackson. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Patriot! Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season. But there it is. His first miss. No good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Detroit! Set! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
Hurry up, here we go.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 90.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.